exams are really important in lots of ways, even though they are problematic in lots of ways. But I think overall the benefits outweigh the downsides. And a message that often gets lost is that it is a national standard. And if you talk to the public and you talk to patients, that is something that genuinely matters, that they can be reassured that all of the good work that goes on in schools of pharmacy and in pre-registration training has at the end a moment where we can say as a national regulator that a standard has been met. And there are very few objective ways of doing it, but an examination is one of those. And I think it's important to not lose that message, because I think that's absolutely critical. It's not there just because it is, or because there's been an exam since 1993. It's there because we've thought about it long and hard, and we've concluded that an examination as a national standard to demonstrate to the public that a standard has been met is really quite crucial. And the other thing is, it is fair. Everybody gets the same one. You cannot say that your examination was harder than somebody else's or easier. And that's, again, something that is genuinely reassuring, because there are so many assessments over the course of 4 years in a school of pharmacy. It's quite hard to compare them. We're comfortable with the fact that the learning outcomes are met across the nations, but it's very hard to say at any one moment, well, because it's not true, that everybody had the same assessment. And this is the only moment currently where that is the case. And I think, again, that's an important reassurance for the public. And the other thing, of course, is that the other sign-off in pre-registration is a tutor sign-off. And those of you who know anything about an assessment will know that a one-to-one sign-off is one of the less reliable forms of assessment. It's quite rich because there's a lot of interaction involved. You know the person well, but that in itself can cloud your judgment. So on the scale of reliability and validity, it might be quite valid, but it's not necessarily that reliable. And that's why, as a general principle, you never use one kind of assessment in a high-stakes year of training. So that's another reason it's there. It complements the tutor sign-off. And there is another aspect that we cannot ignore. Despite the best efforts of schools of pharmacy and pre-registration training, there are individuals who get to the exam and fail it dismally. By that I mean students who get 0 in calculations, for example, or 30% or 20%. So clearly there is a need for that final backstop for those individuals who, for whatever reason, have made it that far. So there is a genuine public protection reason for having the exam. So that's our kind of rationale for keeping it.